Alright, hey guys. So, for those keeping track of my aquarium, things have changed a little bit. So I had an algae outbreak, big one, and I solved that problem. I tried putting some snails in there, and they were entirely useless. I got this Siamese flying fox. He hasn't really done much. So I got 4 auto catfish. And when I say I had an algae problem, I mean every leaf of every plant in this tank was covered in algae. Like, I'm not joking. The autos, I got 4 of them. I think I might have lost one, but the 3 that are still in here, I could be wrong. I mean, there's so many plant leaves that he could be hiding somewhere. But the 3 that I know there's at least 3 still in here have stripped all of the algae out of the tank, with the exception of in the filter in the back here. There's some growing on the ceramics. That's the second addition. I wanted to overfilter the tank, so I bought this monster internal canister filter. And I didn't set it up exactly the way it's supposed to be set up. Like, that whole bottom section was supposed to be sponge and then just a carbon tray. You can kind of see the tray there. Instead, I cut the sponge down, so I put that as the first bit of mechanical filtration. Then I put a bunch of ceramic media in there. Then I put a bunch of floss in there, pretty much polyester pillow stuffing. And then I put the charcoal canister back in. And I aimed the jet at the back wall, because if I didn't, these fish would not be able to swim. That's how powerful of an output that thing has. So, it's keeping it pretty dang clean. I like it. This plant, this red one here, I'm not exactly sure what it is, because I got it as a bonus when I ordered a couple other plants. The guy took a little while to ship them to me, so he sent me it as a bonus. It got so tall that it touched the top of the water, so I snapped it off, planted the other part here, and it's already rooting. The middle is still going bonkers. But the biggest thing that I think is cool is I bought a lily pad bulb from Petco, and it's just a dried bulb. You stick it in the substrate, and it's supposed to grow. Well, you get 3 of them. 2 of them started molding, kind of rotting, so I threw them away. This one, however, did not. It is growing. It is huge. It has, see, you can see why I got it. The betas like hanging out in the leaves. It has 3 runners that have already hit the surface of the tank. I'm thinking next time I do a water change, I'm going to leave the surface a little bit lower so that there's some space, and see if maybe this thing will flower. The grass is expanding. I have to tuck that back into the sand a little bit. I'm thinking I might move these plants, the tall skinny ones. I'm going to move those to make room for this lily pad. Move these guys over to the other side of the tank. I might get rid of the moss balls too. They're not really doing... Oh, there's Loach. Loach is out and about. They're not really doing anything. But yeah, the tank's doing great. I mean, like I said, it's classically overstocked. Oh wait, I don't think I've done an update video since I got the Cory cats. I've got 4 Cory catfish in here as well. But yeah, classically it's overstocked for a 20 long. But everybody's happy, everybody's healthy. There's so many plants in here, and it's got the hang-on back filter going. It's got that turbo canister filter. It's clean, it's good. Everybody's... Are you eating my grass? You are eating my grass, you little jerk. The flying fox is eating the grass. I'm going to have to actually get some algae wafers to start taking care of the autos with, because they stripped everything. I mean, like these plants back here that have like the bright leaves that are reflecting the light were green, like dark green, and the autos just... The whole back wall was green, and the autos took care of it. So if you have an aquarium, you have an algae problem, get yourself 3 or 4 auto catfish, and you will not have an algae problem anymore. So that's enough on my tank. I love this tank. It's the most entertaining tank, I've said it before, that I've ever had. Look at her, she's a fatty. That's Rose. She is such a fatty. I gotta start, like, skipping feedings because I think the females are getting too chunky. Especially Rose. But, I mean, black isn't bad. Red's not bad. I should probably come up with better names. The koi is not that bad. The lavender's not that bad. Rose is the one who really takes all the food. She's the boss. She's a queen biatch of the tank. But yeah, he is back there chewing on the grass. You are kind of a jerk. That's alright. This grass is still doing alright. It's not spreading like I thought it was going to. I might pull it out of the tank. I wanted it to carpet, but I like having the sand too because I like the catfish will root around when I feed them the shrimp pellets. They root around in the sand. It's actually really fun to watch. But yeah, I'm hoping when this this lily pad gets up to the top with some wider leaves. I've heard that bettas with lily pads in their tanks will actually jump out onto the leaves and like hang out. And because they have a special labyrinth organ that allows them to breathe oxygen outside of the water, they'll just hang out on the lily pad leaves. I would love to see that. I think that would be cool. But that's one of the main reasons I wanted a broadleaf plant that they could hang out. They also like to hang out underneath leaves at the surface. And that's why I want to lower the surface of this water down probably to about here, a little bit, so that there's a little bit more surface area between the hood and the water so that they can do more natural stuff that they like to do. But anyway, that's it. That's my tank update. I'm going to clean out that floss tomorrow when I do a water change. That's what I do. I swap the floss out every time I do a water change. I do a water change weekly. I usually do about 25% with RO water. So, that's it. Out.